Hello everyone and welcome to the day 11 of Python series. In today's session, we'll be learning about data visualization in Python. So let's see the agenda for the session. First, we'll be talking about what is data visualization in Python. Then we'll be also performing a hands-on on data visualization using a Matplotlib in Python. So that's all with the agenda. Let's start the session now. But before we begin the session, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you'll never miss any update from us.
Data visualization, why it is needed, how you are going to do with data visualization in Python. So that's what we are going to see. Okay, first comes into picture what is data visualization. So data visualization is basically presenting a data, presenting numeric or any kind of data with using using charts and graphs and or any other pictorial formats, right? So by that what it does is, if you this is a proved theory that written instead of going for a written or some reading some written thing, and between visualizing a picture or seeing a graph, the second one, that this graph or this image technique helps to remember or grab the context much more easier. Okay, also it gets easier to explain what we are going to do with these graphs and charts, right? So that's why we do use so many graphs and charts in our ppts, in our excel files, right? So to make the client understand easily, like, see, this is the data that we drill down and this is what we have found out, so this is the trend that you have. So that's why you need to tweak in here or tweak in there to change your parameters, like that. So that's why these things, this data visualization thing gets really important for being data scientist, data analytics, or in any field, right? In any field, this is very important. So if you are working in IT industry or banking or finance, doesn't matter, you will always need this visualization technique. So Python provides a really powerful tool. So a few libraries are there. So as I already told, in Python you would generally not be required to write those long codes, like with the algorithms, with displaying pictures and all those things. You are not you will write it, but it's pretty less. So most of the time, what you will do is, you will grab a already defined and already optimized library that is available in net. Those are all the time will be open sourced. So those open source libraries you can grab and you can use those use those as it fits your purpose. Okay, so that's what and why is data visualization important. Next is, if we go to this visualization, this helps the clients to understand the data much more clearly. Also, if you see a few numbers over the years, let's say we are going to give a summation, like a project estimate for a new project that our company wants to onboard, right? So in that case also, what we would need to do, we would need to analyze the data, right? How the shifts will cover, what is the AD work, what is the AMS work that we have, like the support work or the development work, what we have and what we don't have, those kind of things. Those are basically done by taking data from clients, like, okay, fine, I can give you an estimate, provide me this details. Or what we can do, we can take experience from our previous projects in in our company that is currently being run. We can analyze their data and we can shoot them, like, okay, this is what is the thing. Okay, and we can ask data from clients also. So that's how we can do. Okay, so in those cases, data visualization comes really handy. Okay, and data visualization is presenting the data that you have in a graphical format. So that means, let's say you are collecting trends for something over a few years. So what you will have, 2013, let's say it is education ratio, male 98%, female 100%, like that. This distributed data you will have. So 2013, 14, 15 till 19 you will have some, till 18 you will have some xyz kind of data. But that won't really make sense, right? So if you just plot it, real sense, right? How the ratios have changed, how, what is the trend, right? Like girls are more initiative in this. Or if you have a more drill down, let's say to like those rural and urban area levels, then which level girls are performing better. Okay, so that's what is data visualization all about. So that's where we use it, and that's why we use it. So if you I will show you some example also, real world things. where this data visualization comes into picture and how this comes handy. Okay, so that we are going to see in a few minutes. Okay, so that is what is about this. And next is I mean, data visualization example. See here, we are trying to explain some difference of mammoth and saber-tooth cat. So if you see those pictorial way, if you tell them it has long teeth, both of them will have long teeth, right? So it will get confused. But if you just I mean, just plot these data, if you just show them with the picture, like compare the upper table and the below pictures, then later one, the picture one is much more clear, right? So that's where data visualization comes handy. Okay, so that's what the idea, that's why we use it. And as a data scientist, you will almost always always be using this technique to get some insight from the data, like that. Okay. Okay, so now the thing that I was telling you, like this data visualization, why it is important and how different it becomes when we plot the graphs from seeing the data points only. Let's say in this one, in this chart, there are four data sets, right? They are just points of x and y. Okay, they are just 2D points of x and y. So this, if you see all these four data sets and if you see their basic stats, right? Like some average, standard deviation and all this kind of average basic stats, then you will see that those have almost the similar kind of values, right? Some is always like 99, some for x is 99, for y is 82.51, average for x is 9, like that. So all the basic stats of these data sets are similar. So if you just see those with naked eye, like this, then you will not find any difference between these data sets. You will basically go ahead and comment, okay, these four data sets are same, nothing to no need to worry, all these are same, all the characteristics are same. Now the next thing I will show you will, where you will see how different the data sets are, how different the data sets are, you will see that. So if you are going to plot this data in this 2D plots, right? So see here what it happens. Do we have it in example? I believe we don't have it. Okay, fine. So if you plot this data in a 2D plane, right? This will look something like this, that is in my screen. So let me just grab my piece of code for this ANASCOM portrait. So that's how it becomes, but the data visualization comes handy. Okay, so that's where it comes handy. So I will just get it and will run this one. I have this in my screen. So see, this is how the data sets differ when you just go ahead and plot this in a graph. Okay, I will show you the code, but no need to be worried. That is, I mean, already given. So if you see, this is the same kind of data that we got here, right? So if you see here, for the first data set, the data is almost evenly spread and it fits a linear equation, right? Almost fits a linear equation, it's almost there, right? For the second one, see a S-shaped curve is there. For the third data set, it is again a straight line. Okay, only 1 or 2 points are here and there, those are outliers, so can be safely excluded. So this is almost there. But in the fourth line, see that type of data, it is stacked. All the points are stacked in here, because if you check this, all the x values for the last one is set as 8 except one, for one value, that is 19, right? So all the values are stacked in here for x, and this is the 19 one, for which x equals 19. So this is how different the data sets are. Okay, this is how much different the data sets are. But if you see their correlation coefficients, mean, standard, and everything that is printed over here, R is for correlation coefficient. So if you see here, you see all the values are same. I mean, there is not much of a difference. Okay, so one thing need to be remembered, that this ANASCOM portrait is a unique data set. Okay, this ANASCOM just found out these points, these sets of data with this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 data points to be having this kind of characteristics. This is a pretty unique thing. after this NSCOM quadrant was discussed, there are many attempts to revisit those, and almost everyone who is related to this data science and machine learning or maths or stats things, they always have tried to back calculate thing and tried to predict different kinds of data set to have the same kind of thing, like where the descriptive stats are almost same with four data set, obviously with four x and y data sets. So for four of them, the descriptive stats are almost equals. So that's what I am telling Rajiv. Just let me finish. So this for these data sets, this is the unique data set. Okay. So for in here, those four of them are all the four of them have same kind of descriptive stats, but it just differs radically when you plot those. Okay, so that is where this comes handy. So for data visualization starting purpose, this is a very good example, and there is no other data set till now discovered which has this kind of values with four different data sets having same kind of descriptive stats, but differ in this radical way, like how these graphs are. Okay, how these graphs are different. Okay.
If you want to make a career in data science, then Intellipaat has IIT Madras Advanced Data Science and AI Certification Program. This course is of very high quality and cost effective, as it is taught by IIT professors and industry experts.
So that's where this thing comes into that's where this thing comes into picture. Okay, that's where it comes handy actually. Okay, now if you check the code that I have pasted here, so see, this is how we import Matplotlib into our Python code. So Matplotlib, why Matplotlib? Coming to it, just as I'm explaining the code, I will explain this and then we will go ahead and discuss this. So this Matplotlib code, right? So that's where what we are doing is, in this Matplotlib code, what we are doing, we are just, I mean, in this is a Matplotlib library, and this is a object-oriented library also. Okay, so that things we will discuss later. If you want to do that, you can just take this XY points, and you can try plotting these points in the plot like we showed in the last class, right? How to plot a line chart. So you can try it that way also. If you are not having the data set also, so then also you can do this. Okay, then also you can do this from this picture itself. I believe in this file, this anascom quadrate picture won't be given, I think so, because I don't have it. If they have updated, then fine, you can take it from that code part also, but I don't have this one. Okay, so I just had my own version. So anyway, it will work. No need to be worried. Okay, and also the data set is already present, right? So you what you can do, you take two arrays x, y, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, four arrays you can take of x and y, then merge those, like for xy plot together, x1, y1 plot together in the line chart, and then only you can see this kind of plot. This is nothing much. Okay, so that's how you can do. No need to be worried on that part. That's really easy codes. Once I explain this, you will understand. Okay, so what we are doing, we have taken all these x points here, then we have calculated y point with this equation, and if you see, the equation will fit this one to some extent. So yeah, that will be better. So if you focus on this, I will show you how those are plotted. Okay, so that will be helpful for you. So see here, we have used plt.plot x and y1. If you even if you for now, if you don't even I mean, if you don't give this parameters, it is fine. It doesn't, it is not required. It will give you some kind of plot also. So for now, keep it to plt.plot x comma y1, and you can have the color also. If you don't give it, it's fine. It will give you a nice good color. So that's how it works. Okay, so that's how these are plotted. So others that I have, those are really advanced level things. No need to be worried for now. I will skip those. We will discuss those later. That's fine for now. For now, just see, we have plotted x and y2, x and y1 like that. Okay, so that's how we have done xy1, xy2, xy3, x like x sorry, yeah, like that, xy1, xy2, xy3, and x4 and y4. Why is that? Because if you see, the x part for all these three data sets are same, right? So only one array would do, and for y we have 4 different arrays and we have plotted those. Okay, we have plotted those using this plt.plot line. Other lines that are there, even if you don't give it, not an issue, it will still run. Okay, you I mean, if you have that in the code, you can try. Yeah, label the variable means which one? Like x and y, it will take automatically. So plt.plot, as if you remember, I showed you yesterday, the first one it will take the horizontal axis, second one it will take the vertical axis, so it will have x and y too. Okay, other things we are that will be we will be coming in shortly. We have this in far more detail shortly. Okay. Okay, so that's what is Anascom Quadrat. So next is data visualization libraries. We have a lot of libraries available for Python to plot these graphs. Okay, plot different kinds of graphs. We have Matplotlib, ggplot, Seaborn, Plotly, and GeoPlotlib. So all these plots comes handy in data visualization, but the Matplotlib, it has a really good interface. It has OOP models included. It has different kinds of graphs predefined in it. It can, like, as you saw, right, we have a setup function, we have a access function, text function. Those all those functions are for customizing the graphs. They are very high level things. So this is just to change your graph, and then that can radically change your graph. Your graphs can be very beautiful. If you explore this more and more, you will see your graphs are getting really beautiful. For presenting it to someone, those will be required. But for data science related purpose, for your solutions, when you are experimenting with the data sets, that is not really required. But again, when you are presenting it to someone, it can come handy. But that's fair enough. I mean, if even if you don't get it right now, it's fair enough. You have time for that. Okay, so that's how it is. Sorry, what is happening? Okay, so next is Matplotlib is there. Next is Seaborn. Seaborn is again built on top of Matplotlib, and that's also a very good plotting library. So, but and generally we use Matplotlib the most. Then comes the Seaborn plot. Others we really don't use it for now. Okay, we really don't use it because those are having some here and there limitations and all. Okay, so this can create 2D graphs and plots using Python scripts. Obviously, whatever we are seeing, it can create multi-dimensional graphs also, but those are not for now. Those are not required. When we see machine learning, we will see that, like the contour plots are there. What are those and how they look? We will see that. Okay, those are kind of multi-dimensional graphs. So 2D graphs and plots can be created easily using Python script. It can produce the output in a various hard copy format. That means whatever graph you see here, you can save it to a PNG file, JPEG file, or whatever. So that's where this comes really handy. Okay, that's where it really comes handy. Okay, next is this is a next is why to choose Matplotlib, because it has a, first of all, it is a OOP based API. Okay, the library is almost based on OOP settings. So that means it will have the same kind of structure as classes and objects when you try and refer the Matplotlib module. So that's why you must have seen we have used matplotlib.pyplot, right? So matplotlib is the basic class and pyplot is a function of it. So that's why class name dot object name, object name dot function name, that's how we use it, right? That's the OP basic. So that's how we do it. Okay, yesterday you saw we can integrate this using pandas, and as pandas is based on numpy, so numpy is also possible. I have shown you examples, but this matplotlib was not known to you, so you can go back and check the examples where I showed you. Okay, next is very wide variety of graphs. We will see that next, like how what all types of graphs we have in Matplotlib, and how that can be used, and what are the usage of those graphs, and where do we use it, like that. We have simple functions used for visualization. So if you go ahead and see here, forget about the first example, see this basic. What we have done, we have taken a np.a range. Okay, we have taken a x variable np.a range, and we have the values from 0 to 10 with 0.1 separated. Okay, Then we have taken a y value, which is 2x plus 5. So that is an x and y linear equation. Okay. And we have plotted the xy points. And this is how it looks like. So this is how you plot a line plot in Matplotlib. Okay. Next, what we have done, plt.show to show this plot. Okay. To show this plot to you. So that's how easy is that's how easily you can visualize a function in Matplotlib. Okay, so with this plt.show function, you can see the graph in here, and plt.plot will show you the plt.plot will plot you this line. Okay, so that's how easy it gets when you use Matplotlib functions for data visualization. Okay, so that's how it is. And always remember one thing, the behind the scene, the main module that is responsible for this data visualization is called pyplot. Okay, so that's why if I go back to the code, you will always see we have imported the module matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, we always have used it, right? And we have used the alias just to have a ease of reference, right? So that we don't need to write the entire thing in there. So that's how it is. Okay, so that's where this matplotlib is. That's how easy matplotlib is.
If you want to make a career in data science, then Intellipaat has IIT Madras Advanced Data Science and AI Certification Program. This course is of very high quality and cost effective, as it is taught by IIT professors and industry experts.